Dear friends, welcome to this final session of our two-day event, Ishwarji's Bhandara event here in Delhi. This event is being organized in both modes. So there is an online mode, so you can watch it on the YouTube channel, and also there are some people here in person. Would like to share some additional information for this second session today. The live stream of this session will be stopped at 2:30. So shortly we'll start with the Shabd Seva. The Shabd Sevadars will recite some Shabds. And at 2 p.m. we'll have another talk from the Sevadar, from Nipun. And then 2:30 is when we'll stop the live stream for the online event. There is also another Sevadar who would like to share some of his experiences, some of his physical experiences. So that would also be covered at around 2:15 or so. So right after the first talk, there is going to be a short talk by another Sevadar. His name is Pankaj. And for people who are here in person, there is blessed Prashad of Ishwarji, which was blessed by him in one of these events. And we amplified that, we mixed that with a lot of other packets that we got, the puffed rice packets that we got, and that would be distributed. So please do not leave without taking that prasad. That's it. We'll now start with our Shabd Seva. Thank you.
बानी हजूर स्वामी जी महाराज, बचन 33वां, शब्द दूसरा। अब मैं कौन कुमत उरझानी, देश पराया पई हूँ बेगानी। अब की बार मोहे ले ओ सुधारी, अब की बार मोहे ले ओ सुधारी। मैं चरणन पर निस दिन वारी, रहूं पछताए झुरूं मन अपने। कैसे लगूं मैं संग पिया अपने। मैं धरती पिया बसे आकाशा, बिन पाए पिया रहूं उदासा। मैं धरती पिया बसे अकासा बिन पाए पिया रहूं उदासा अब मैं कौन कुमत उरझानी देश पराया पई हूँ बेगानी हे सतगुरु सुनो मेरी टेरा हे सतगुरु सुनो मेरी टेरा काल चक्र अब मारो घेरा दीन दुखी होए करत पुकारी सुन स्वामी यह बिनती हमारी तुम दयाल सबको देओ दाना मैं ही अभागिन पई दुख खाना अब मैं कौन कुमत उरझानी देश पराया पई हूँ बेगानी क्या कहूँ मैं अब अपनी पीर की क्या कहूँ मैं अब अपनी पीर की जस कोई छेदत पाल तीर की तब स्वामी ने दियो दिलासा प्रेम पंख ले उड़ो आकाशा दया हुई अब मिली पिया से हरि पीर दुख दूर जिया से अब मैं कौन कुमत उरझानी देश पराया पई हूँ बेगानी
कलाम साईं बुल्ले शाह। कदिया मेल यार प्यारे प्यारे आ तेरिया वाटा तो सिरवारिया कदिया मेल यार प्यारे आ तेरिया वाटा तो सिरवारिया चढ़ बागी कोयल कूक दी नित सोज अलम दे फूक दी चढ़ बागी कोयल कूक दी नित सोज अलम दे फूक दी मैनू ततड़ी को शाम विसारे आ मैनू ततड़ी को शाम विसारे आ कदे आ मिल यार प्यारिया बुल्ला शौह कदी घर आवसी मेरी बलदी भा बुझावसी बुल्ला शौह कदी घर आवसी मेरी बलदी भा बुझावसी ओदियां वाटा तो ओदियां वाटा तो सिर वारे आ कदे आ मिल यार प्यारिया कदिया मिल यार प्यारिया तेरिया वाटा तो सिरवारिया
बानी कबीर साहिब जी। सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी स्याही रंग छुड़ाए के रे दियो मजीठा रंग तो ऐसे छूटे नहीं रे दिन दिन होत सुरंग सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी, भाव के कुंड नेह के जल में, प्रेम रंग दई बोर, चसकी चास लगाए केरे, खूब रंगी चकचोर, सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी। सतगुरु ने चुनरी रंगी रे, सतगुरु चतर सुजान, सब कुछ उन पर वार दूरे, तन मन धन और प्राण, सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी। कहे कबीर रंगरेज गुरु रे, मुझ पर होए दयाल, शीतल चुनरी ओढ़ के रे, पई हूँ मगन निहाल, सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी। सतगुरु है रंगरेज चुनर मेरी रंगडारी।
स्वामी जी महाराज बचन 7वां शब्द पहला। करो बेनती दऊ कर जोरी, करो बेनती दऊ कर जोरी, अर्ज सुनो राधा स्वामी मोरी, अर्ज सुनो राधा स्वामी मोरी। सतपुरुष तुम सतगुरुदाता, सतपुरुष तुम सतगुरुदाता, सब जीवन के पितु और माता, सब जीवन के पितु और माता। दयाधार अपना कर लीजे, दयाधार अपना कर लीजे, काल जाल से न्यारा कीजे, काल जाल से न्यारा कीजे। सतयुग त्रेता द्वापर बीता, सतगुर त्रेता द्वापर बीता। कहूँ न जाने शब्द की रीता, कहूँ न जाने शब्द की रीता। कलयुग में स्वामी दया विचारी, कलयुग में स्वामी दया विचारी। प्रगट करके शब्द पुकारी, प्रगट करके शब्द पुकारी। जीव काज स्वामी जग में आए, जीव काज स्वामी जग में आए। भव सागर से पार लगाए, भव सागर से पार लगाए। तीन चौड़ चौथा पद दीना, तीन चौड़ चौथा पद दीना। सत नाम सत गुरगत चीना, सत नाम सत गुरगत चीना। जगमग ज्योत होत उजियारा, जगमग ज्योत होत उजियारा। गगन सोत पर चंद्र निहारा, गगन सोत पर चंद्र निहारा। श्वेत सिंहासन छत्र बिराजे, श्वेत सिंहासन छत्र बिराजे। अनहद शब्द गैब गुण गाजे, अनहद शब्द गैब गुण धुन गाजे। अक्षर 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 निरक्षर पारा, बिनती करे जहाँ दास तुम्हारा, बिनती करे जहाँ दास तुम्हारा। लोक अलोक पाऊँ सुख धामा, चरण शरण दीजे विश्रामा।
राग सोरठ महला पंजवा। हम मैले तुम जल करते, हम निर्गुण तू दाता। हम मूरख तुम चतुर सयाने, तू सर्व कला का ज्ञाता। तू सर्व कला का ज्ञाता। माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा, माधो मन नीको ठाकुर देसा माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा तुम सब साजे साज निवाजे जियो पिंड दे प्राणा निर्गुण आरे गुण नहीं कोई तुम दान देओ मेहरवाना तुम सब साजे साज निवाजे जियो पिंड दे प्राणा निर्गुण आरे गुण नहीं कोई तुम दान देओ मेहरवाना माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा तुम करो भला हम भलो न जाने तुम सदा सदा दयाला तुम सुखदाई पुरख विधाते तुम राखो अपने बाला तुम करो भला हम भलो न जाने तुम सदा सदा दयाला तुम सुखदाई पुरख विधाते तुम राखो अपने बाला माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा तुम निधान अटल सुल्तान जी जंत सब जाचे कहो नानक हम ही है हवाला राख संतन के पाछे तुम निधान अटल सुल्तान जी जंत सब जाचे कहो नानक हम ही है हवाला राख संतन के पाछे माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा हम पापी तुम पाप खंडन नीको ठाकुर देसा माधो ऐसा माधो हम ऐसे तू ऐसा.
Welcome back for the second session on our last day for the Bhandara Celebrations. Before Langar Prashad, I touched upon the topic of Seva, and during having Langar Prashad, I realized I need to completely tell you I missed some points in it which are important for explaining the concept of Seva. So there are three types of Seva what Ishwar ji and Bade Maharaj ji told us how you can do Seva. So the first type is very easy. You do money Seva. You do money Seva anywhere which can help other people. You can donate money to any institution who's doing good work in charity or any organization who's doing good work. Bade Maharaj ji used to say, it's the simplest to do and the result is also very less which you get. Because it is easy to do money seva. You just write a check, or nowadays it's more easy. You do Paytm or you electronically transfer the money and done. You get a receipt. But interestingly, when we were creating the Isha Trust in India here, when Ishwar ji gave this opportunity to open a trust in India, and we were going through the paperwork with the accountant, very interestingly, I learned how Great Master's 10% rule is applied in the Indian accounting standards, income tax standards. So that was a really nice learning for me. So Bade Maharaj ji said, do 10%, whatever you have, whatever you earn for money seva or any seva, give 10% of that to the organization where you have faith. So this 10% rule, when I learned in 80G, I guess, you can get a tax break only on your 10% income. If you donate more than 10%, you won't get that break. This is what was the rule when we started the trust. I don't know if the same rule is there or not. We have to check with the accountants. But when I learnt about this rule, I said, maybe the Income Tax Department of India, Great Master, guided that. So that was a funny thing to explain. So yeah, money seva is the first type of seva. The second is your say the tan ki seva, which you do with your body. You can, contribute towards any events which is happening, or you can, Ishwar ji used to explain when during Bade Maharaji's time, the dera was building up. He used to take one brick on his head, and the Baluchistani Mastana used to carry 4 bricks, and he was underwhelmed. He thought that he's doing less seva because he can only carry 1 brick, and the Mastana ji was able to carry 4 bricks. But then Bade Maharaji explained, it's the intention with which you do seva. You need to do seva with nishkam bhav, with no expectation, and with expectation of getting nothing out of it. And and if you are a disciple, with utmost devotion you have to do seva. So that is the second type of seva. And I learned that the Dera, a project is coming up in Bruce. So it's a very great opportunity for all seekers or disciples who are there in the West, who can do, seva with their body by, going there and helping the organization in developing that Dera project. The third type of seva is seva with the mind. So, man ki seva. And for a spiritual disciple or who's following a spiritual path, this third type of seva is the most important seva. This third type of seva is actually the real deal. That the meditation which you are doing on the daily basis, after you have settled yourself in the imagination, in your room, at the third eye center, you make a request to your Guru, make a urge to your Guru that, hey Guru, please accept my seva. I don't expect any result out of this session of meditation. This is my seva to you. Don't expect out of that meditation also. Do it as a seva, as a bhakti towards your Guru. People used to ask Ishwarji how we can impress our Guru, how do we, get that feeling of bhakti. That is the way to impress your Guru. Our Guru has said, at least do 5 minutes quality meditation. So at least on a daily basis, try to do 5 minutes daily meditation with utmost love, devotion, with that bhakti, and gifting it as a seva towards your master. If you do that, your Guru will give you the best of best things. You can take deals out of him. You can take, Ishwarji used to share this, that he had a deal with Bade Maharaji that take all my sorrows and give me all happiness. Take all my dukh and give me sukh. So you can take those deals on a daily basis. Now, that doesn't mean you will not go through the lows of your life. That doesn't mean your pralabdha is changed, by the master and you will all have goodies. Ishwarji also had to face harsh things in his life. I learned that he lost his son in Italy in a car accident. That what the Guru gives, what protection the Guru gives is to a Bhagat who does seva. The negative times will be there, but you will not feel that this is negative. You will not get the pinch of the negativeness. The karma, heavy karma load, the load which is actually there, you will not feel that, you are going through a low in your life. You are burning heavy karmas. That load gets lighter. He lightens the event or the impact of that event. So the event will happen, but the impact will be less. So this is the seva bhav. And I want to add on seva. Actually, while doing seva, this is what I learned from Ishwarji's discourses, the way he describes time. So what he explains about time, he says there's no time and no space in our true home. The time and space is being developed in the realms of the mind. In physical world, we have time and space. But even at the physical world, the now has no time. So what makes our Kareman? When we do something in the now and we have some anticipations, we have some expectations, we have some worries. So if you remove the worrying, if you remove the expectation, the anticipation, and just perform your karma as your dharma or as a bhagat, then you are in seva mode. Your karma which you are doing is seva in no time, and you are shortening your kareman karmas. Basically, when you are doing seva of any kind, actually the impact on a disciple is your karma is getting lighter. What a good deal we have got, that only by doing seva we can extract the benefits of doing rigorous meditations. Even in meditation also, when you do it as a seva, it's burning off your karma, because when you are doing as a bhagat, when you are doing as with seva bhav, you are doing the meditation. When you are doing it with love and devotion, what happening is, at that, if you sat for an hour in the physical plane, for that 1 hour your mind did not generate any thoughts. Your mind did not wander in the 5 vices of the mind. Your mind did not think about the responsibilities. And according to Ishwar ji, कर्म सोचने से बनते हैं, करने से नहीं. So the karmas are made when you think about something, not by when it is actually you have done it. So during that time period, when you were doing Simran, which is the first Shabad, you were actually burning karmas. So in the Gurbani also it says, Shabad karam ki rekh kataye. Shabad karam ki rekh kataye. So Shabad se jaye milaye. So when you are listening to that first sound, Simran is your first Shabad, you are actually burning karma. It's a rubber of your karmas. How easy these things are, that today we have been blessed by initiation, we have had darshan of our Guru, we understand the concepts of spirituality, Sant Mat, and we can apply those in our daily lives as a lifestyle. Suraj Shabad Yoga is not that, okay, the seva condition is 1/10, that you donate 1/10 of your savings, you do not donate 1/10 of your time in bodily seva, you donate 1/10 of your time in your meditation. But actually, to get the most out of it, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. You can do dhyan anytime, any day, anywhere. Effortlessly, you can remember your Guru. You can thank him for all the good things are happening. You can have a fight with him while remembering, after whatever bad things are happening. You can ask anything to him while you are remembering. So dhyan, you can do it independently also. Simran, you can do automatically, anywhere, anytime, when you are driving or when you are cooking or where you do not need your mind. Intellectually, you can do Simran. And those who are having work profiles of intellectual, you can actual work which you are doing, you can say that I don't need anything out of it. This is seva for my master. So seva has a big meaning. I learnt everything in seva. What all experiences Ishwar ji gave us is in seva only for me. So for me, seva is the big magic trick which has worked. Everything else also is important, but seva is the shortest, or it's a hack which you can use and take benefits of Suraj Shabad Yoga. So we had I have discussed mostly everything. The end result is it's bhakti, prem or bhakti ka marg hai. It's a path of love and devotion. All the steps which I explained up till dhyan were mental activities. Nothing spiritual was there. The spirituality comes in when you make that request, that please accept my meditation, this session, as a devotion to you, as an acceptance that you have given, you have accepted me as a disciple. Thank you for accepting me. Be in that mode of gratitude, of shukrana, that we are blessed to get Namdan, and use Namdan to the fullest. Do meditation with love and devotion. पलटू साहब कह गए साहिब दे दरबार विच केवल भक्त प्यार. Only requirement in the court of Lord is love and devotion. The love the Master gives you, the bhakti is the response to that love which the Master gives you. And the more after Namdan, let me explain this also. After Namdan, actually all the karmas which are there are mock. Master makes sure you just have to pass time, because there's a formal agreement with Dayal and Kal which is there. We can't tear that up. So you have to go through mock karma, and he lightens your pralabdh. He gives you tips and tricks to do meditation in the right way, and you just have to be in his bhakti, do seva any day, any time, 24/7. It will be for your benefit. So on that note, we have a very devoted sevadar disciple of Ishwar Ji, who we meet. We have his darshan during monthly meetings. I have known him from 2017 or 16. He was initiated in 17, 18. In 18, he received Bade Maharaj Ji's initiation. And I guess he was initiated previous to that also by a different perfect, no? Okay. He was initiated by Bade Maharaj Ji's initiation via Ishwar Ji in 2018. And he would like to share some of his experience with Ishwar Ji. So I thought this is a good platform on Bhandara Day to share stage with Pankaj Ji, who can share some of his experiences, not inner, outward experiences with Ishwar Ji. Thank you.
Hello friends, my journey is a roller coaster ride, as Ishwar Ji used to say. My journey started when I was about 17 years old. My father got sick, he was a cancer patient, and in search of his treatment and relief, my parents they came in contact with Maharaj Charan Singh Ji. And I used to take them around, and this is how I got in touch. The first visit at Delhi center, I think that was 1978. Utna bheed nahi hota tha. There was not much of a crowd there, and we really used to have good darshan. Somehow the attraction of the master was very strong, and I started reading books given by my parents, and gradually went to Dera, spent some time there, and had a chance to look at Maharaj Charan Singh Ji's very close darshan. And I didn't know the value of that darshan that time, Only when Ishwar Ji explained in detail, much later, I came to know that yes, darshan has its own importance and value. With Ishwar Ji, I was initiated. It was a pull that he created, and he just pulled me out, and had a few experiences. Once we were going to a wedding, and that time there was there was a tradition that the wedding used to go in a bus. And that time we came late back home and we were dropped in the middle way. It was about 11 p.m., sorry. And there was no traffic on the road and we were looking for a bus back home, probably a three-wheeler or an auto or something. But couldn't find any. We were getting late. It was about 11:30, and chances of getting another conveyance back home was very dim. There was a straight road ahead, and somebody appeared. He asked us, you want to go home? And before we could answer, he said, okay, don't worry. There's a bus coming. And a minute later, there was a bus. The bus just stopped there, picked us up. He didn't ask us where to go. He said, don't worry, come, we'll drop you to your home. He didn't take any money. He didn't ask us where the destination was. He just drove us to our colony, and at a T point, he dropped us. We just got down, thanking Almighty. And what kind of help is this? And we turned back, there was no bus on the road. And it was amazing. I think it was just grace of the Master. And the second time was when I had to go to an official work. I had to catch a train, unable to get a conveyance to the station. Trying hard, getting an auto or an Uber was getting difficult. I asked my wife to drop me back home to the station. There was hardly any time left for the train to depart, and I just prayed to Ishwarji. I said, I'll lose this, and I'll lose this in a very severe manner, and I'll be in a deep soup. Help me. I just drove down with my wife, asked her to drop me. I reached 15 minutes late after the train would have departed. But the train was there, engine running. And as soon as I boarded the train started. And that reminds me of story that great master used to say, कि Molak ne gaadi rok di. When a Molak he was a sevadar of great master. Great master was going somewhere and Amulak came running to have the darshan of great master. So I remember that story, that maybe my intensity was so strong that the train couldn't move. And it was immense grace, immense grace. So another, I believe I met with an accident, a head-on crash with an auto. People got together, there was a huge crowd, some defending the auto driver, some telling that I am wrong or somebody else is wrong. One gentleman came up. He said, don't worry. He was wearing white clothes. I couldn't see his face properly because I was too engrossed in the events around. He just came and said, okay, don't worry. I'll just have everything cleared. He asked me to move back. He asked people, get away. Move back. And he cleared the way for me and I just drove down. He said, don't worry, I'll handle everybody. You just leave. It's not your affair, you go. Later on I realized it was supreme help that came. And it must have been Ishwarji's grace. Otherwise, nobody comes these days to help in a crisis like this and clears you out from the entire mess. It was amazing. Such grace keeps happening, and I feel it day in and day out. I try to work on what Ishwarji is teaching, and it comes out amazing. The major change I felt when now people ask me, generally people ask, how are you? Now I hear myself saying, Malik ki mauj hai. I cannot say I am good. मेरे से निकलता ही नहीं, ये भी उसकी मौज है. So I think the grace of the master can be felt, the presence of the master can be felt in any and every way you want to seek. That's how I've been feeling. Thank you.
Pankaj ji, for the great experiences and your understanding of grace. I guess all of us can relate to it. Doing what I can share is while doing seva, whatever hurdles come up, I just request Ishwar ji, seva leni hai to leo, hatao, pache hatao enu. So hurdles are pushed back and seva path is, cleared. So that's the game. If you are in seva mode, every hurdle will be taken care of. Master will be with you because you are becoming the hand and an instrument of the master, of the totality and of the Karta Purak. So I hope these 2 days were great for you. We hope that you relished all the memories, all the teachings of Ishwar ji and Bade Maharaj ji, and you meditate with utmost love and devotion and make meditation as first priority in your life. Rest all can follow. Not even brushing your teeth. Before even brushing your teeth. Not before even thinking about your laptop in the office, I have to open some work. Before that, in your bed, as you wake up, sit in meditation. Remember your Guru. Thank him for everything. And while sleeping, remember him. Do Simran while sleeping. That also gets converted into Simran. Now we are going to have Prashad distribution. For online Sangat, I thank you and thank you for giving us seva. This is our seva towards our master. And thank you. And we are sorry if we made any mistakes. To human, to err is human. So I say sorry as well. And we'll meet you for the online Sangat. We'll meet you on 2nd April now on Great Masters Bhandara. Till then, have a great, blissful time. See you on 2nd April.